What's up, guys? Welcome back to Nick's Fishing. As you can tell, this is no pond. We're at a new place today. I actually just went down a boat ramp. I've never even drove down a boat ramp before, other than like a super small one. So this is a super new experience for me today. But basically, we're at this like creek/river thing. This actually runs into a small public lake. But I was like, I don't want to go fish in a lake. Like, that's kind of big. I don't really want to do that. I want to fish in a small creek system today. I don't know why, but that was just how I was feeling. I have never fished here, like I said. I don't know anybody who's fished here. This is literally just me trying out a new spot for the very first time. There's all kinds of structure along here, as you can see. But as I was about to say, I don't know what kind of fish live in here. So I have a bass rod and a panfish rod. I actually have some live worms. So I believe I'm gonna use the artificial bass lures, fish a little bit, and then if that doesn't pan out, then I'm just gonna switch to worms and try to catch whatever's in here. Oh yeah, speaking of things that are in here, let me go show you something. At the top of the boat ramp, be aware, alligators are present. So yeah, I'm just in my little kayak. Here's the setup we have for today. So if I see a gator, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stay as far away from him as I can. Hopefully we won't have any encounters today, but without further ado, I'm gonna launch this sucker and start fishing for bass. I think I'm gonna throw around a little Texas rig just cause there's no wind. It's a pretty sunny day. So I'll just be fishing that around all this structure. Let's see what happens. I don't know what to think, guys. And just like that, guys, I am off. It's looking very gatory. Very, very gatory. Now that I saw that sign, I'm kind of paranoid, but here we go. Let's get rigged up. I'm just gonna be throwing a Zoom lizard to start off with on the Texas rig. Yeah, and a little candy bug color, similar to June bug, a little bit different. I'm gonna start going this way, which would be upstream, I guess, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to go very far that way. So I'm just gonna go there first, and then I'm gonna go back downstream. And that's probably where I'll spend most of my time, because that's towards the lake anyways. There's so much cover around here. I'm really just gonna have to pick where I want to target, because I mean, everywhere looks good. And it is deep. My bait has been sinking for a while. Oh my gosh. I have no idea how deep that is, but that's no little pond. Golly, it's deep. A lot different than what I'm used to, for sure. My best bet's just to stay up shallow, cast up right against the bank, and hope there's some sitting up there. Oh, there's a fish. No, he dropped it. That was legit a fish. Like, I felt him tapping. Dang it. I actually got a bite, guys. I had my heart racing because, I mean, I haven't got a bite all day. I've been fishing for 40 minutes. Wow. I guess it was a bass. I don't know, it could have been anything. Oh. What was that? I don't know if that was a fish or not. Felt like one. Felt like he was just running with it. There it is. Oh no, I had him. I freaking had one. He still, what the heck? He picked it up again. Oh, that was crazy. He's on it again. I got it. What is this? These bass are crazy. These bass are crazy. Oh my gosh. That was wild. You have to be freaking kidding me. That is epic, dude. What a pretty fish. I want to say like a river fish, but I don't know if this is technically a river or a creek or what it is. That was so sick. On the lizard. Oh, oh my gosh, guys. Let's get the release. But basically what happened was I cast in there once and I missed him. I was like, dang, I think that was a fish running with it. So then I cast in there again and I really had him. Like he really took off running, set the hook and missed him. And I reeled it up. I was like, oh, I had him because I had seen him. And then my messed up bait was sitting under the kayak and I started adjusting it and I saw my rod tip bend over. He had picked it up as it was sitting right under my kayak, but somehow he dropped it. So I literally dropped my bait back down again, let it go out for a little bit, and then he was on it again. So now I do know that there's bass in here. I do know that they're highly aggressive. I just got to get it in front of some more of them. That is sick. I was scared I was going to have to fish for bluegill or something, you know, like, dang, the bass aren't going to bite. Let me just switch to worms for bluegill. But I'm happy to know that there are bass in here. And the way that I'm fishing will catch them, so that's good. I'm just going to keep doing it. Oh my gosh, that was a big choke. Oh my gosh. I was just popping it in, and I kind of felt the bite, but I wasn't sure if it was a bite, so I pulled up, and whenever I did that, he yanked down on my rod. And I was like, oh my gosh, he is on there. And after he yanked down, I tried to set the hook, and I just yanked it out of his mouth. Like I had no slack in my line because he was already running with it, and then I like popped it up, and it was just a bad situation. Just a bad fishing performance from me. Can't even really explain it. That's a fish. I still got him. No! Dang it. Another choke. Crap. Whenever I felt the bite, my kayak was moving forward, guys, because I had just paddled, so I couldn't really get pressure on him. I should have stopped. I should have hit the brakes, you know, slowed down and then set the hook. But I set the hook anyways, and that made the kayak move forward even more, and the fish was coming at me. I'm surprised I kept him on for as long as I did, but he finally came off. Wow. That's crazy, though, because literally I didn't even know if bass were in here, and now I've already got like 5 bites, guys. There's something about fishing in a place where you've never been, you have no knowledge of. Whenever you catch one, it's just like, wow, like I really did something. Like if I go fishing in my pond in my neighborhood, I mean, I catch them there all the time. There's nothing to it, but this is different. This is pretty cool, guys. This is like one of my favorite ways to fish, no doubt. Okay, guys, we actually have a really good looking area on the other side. Like the other bank, not this bank that I'm fishing on, but on this one. So I believe I'm going to use that as my turnaround point. Yeah, right over here. This looks very similar to the spot where I caught my first fish. You got a brush pile, you got these plants up on the bank. I think they're like palmetto bushes or something like that, whatever those are called. But yeah, they lead right down in the bank, just like the spot where I caught my first fish. So I'm going to use this as a sign to turn around. And maybe a sign where there might be a fish here. Okay guys, I'm making a game time decision. On the way back, instead of throwing the lizard and fishing slow, I'm going to switch it up. I just have this KVD swim bait right here. It's just a soft plastic swim bait in like a pearl color. Now it has turned kind of blue from being in a package with a bunch of blue lizards, but for the most part it's still like that white pearly color. I mainly just threw this on because I wanted to fish something faster, but this still allows me to fish with the same rig that I already had tied on because I don't have to retie. I've just got it on a Texas rig. And it allows me to, what's it called? It allows me to stay weedless because it's a Texas rig. So that's the game plan. Just gonna be casting and reeling this thing all the way back. Hopefully it'll produce me a fish. Maybe it'll get me an aggressive bite. I've seen the way that some of these fish have been biting, so I would not be surprised if they ate something fast moving like this. Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, holy crap, this is a huge fish. Oh my gosh. Oh, this could be a 10, no, it could be a 5-pounder. Don't let me get too hyped. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh, no way. Look at the size of that fish. Look at the size of that fish. On the swim bait, baby, boom. Oh my gosh, that was one of the craziest hits I've ever seen. My heart is racing, I'm shaking, dude. Holy crap, I gotta calm myself down. I said this might be a 10-pounder. This could be a 10, that's hilarious. But I was like, I know I can use a swim bait as a topwater. That's something I always do. Is if I get in a good topwater spot, I reel it on top. And there's all these leaves on top of the water, so I was like, why not? I'm gonna burn it. And literally, it was my second cast. I didn't get burned on my first cast. On my second cast of burning it, I had literally like a 10-pounder hit. I honestly thought it could have been an alligator, guys. This guy hit it that hard, missed it. I was freaking out, kept burning it, and he came back for it. These fish are just like a different breed. They don't give up on your baits. They just keep coming after them like that one did. Oh my gosh, hopefully that picture looks good. Whew, this is a solid 3, maybe 4-pounder. Guess I'll get the scale on him. Nothing monstrous, but super good fish. I'm shaking, guys. That's why you gotta try out new spots. Definitely over a 3-pounder. Don't know how much over. Oh, yes. Almost a 5, baby. 4.91. I didn't want to get overly hyped after I said a 10-pounder. This could be a 10, but I knew it was a big one, guys. 4.91. Oh my goodness. Let's go for the release on this girl. Guys, this water is cold, oh my gosh, but look at the size of this here fish. Huge mouth, huge gut, all around a stinking toad. Wow. I told you there was some aggressive fish in here, but wow. Some aggressive fish in here, but wow. I did not think there would be fish that were that aggressive in here. I cannot wait to come back and fish here, guys. I mean, this is just the beginning. This is the first time I've ever fished here. And I just caught a stinking 5-pounder almost. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, just got a text from Mom. Said I need to start heading out of the creek at 5. It's currently 4:50, so I'm gonna start having to book it. I mean book it back up to the boat ramp because it's gonna take me every bit of those 10 minutes to get there. I am gonna stop and make a couple casts in really juicy spots, so I can't talk, I just gotta go fast. Well, boys, whoa, started rolling backwards. Never been on a boat ramp before, but yeah. What was I gonna say? This was a fishing trip that wasn't even Like, it wasn't even completely planned. I wasn't even sure that I was gonna go here till this morning. I had thought about the idea, like I had it in my head, but I was like, I don't really know if I wanna go there. There might not be any bass, it might just be a bluegill kind of thing. Well, boy, was I wrong, guys. Whenever I got there, I started fishing for bass and bluegill a little bit whenever I went upstream, but I was like, you know what? I really want to try to catch a bass here. That would be sick. Plus, I didn't get any real bluegill bites, like for sure up on the other side of the creek. So I was like, well, I got just as good a chance to catch a bass as I do to catch a bluegill. And after I got that first bass bite, guys, I completely committed to bass. Never threw a single bluegill worm again. And I ended up catching a couple fish, and I got even more bites. But the craziest thing was that stinking 5-pounder. I almost didn't even cast at him. I saw all those mad up leaves on top of the water, and I was like, well, looks kind of nasty. I'm not going to cast there. But at the last minute, I changed my mind, made a cast in there, and oh my gosh, dude, a stinking massive fish. That was epic. That was so sick. Hopefully you saw it on camera. But anyways, guys, I'm just super happy with this spot. I'm definitely going to come back and fish here again. Let me know what you want to see me do at that spot. Like I said, it leads into a small lake, so I could try to track it all the way to the lake. That might be pretty cool. It's a far ways down though. Anyways, guys, I think that's all I have for you today. If you did end up enjoying this video, let me know by dropping a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And other than that, I'll just see you in the next video. Peace.